Hey, good evening. Happy Thursday, amazing, beautiful people. This is your girl, Kwamia, but you could call me either Q, Kwa, or Queen for those who do not know how to pronounce my name. This is Pillow Talk with the T. Welcome. Tonight we have an amazing show. The topic is Ladies, Shift Your Crown. Tonight is going to be a deep one, so listen, parental advisory warning. I'm not up here to disrespect anybody. We are not up here to disrespect anybody. We're just speaking our experience. We're speaking on our opinion, and we're speaking either for those that we know close to us, their experience as well as their opinion. Of course, tonight I want everyone to engage, to comment. Any concerns, any questions, whatever it is, I want you to engage and be in tune into this conversation, because this conversation is relevant to you as well as maybe, or either basically as well as to someone that you know. We are all sisters in Christ. We are all sisters in blood. We are all sisters as human. So in regards to that, of course, I want everyone to be able to not take this personal, but take it as a tap on the shoulder. I want no one to be feeling like they're being disrespected, but I also want you guys to make sure that you get this message, or anybody that you know that needs to hear this, make sure they stay in tune or connect them to this live, because every woman, every queen, every young lady needs to hear this message. And like I say, we keeping it raw, we keeping it 1000, we keeping it real, we keeping it candid, and most importantly, we keeping it unguarded and unapologetically us. So let me bring in my queen sisters, because they're in the building, and thank you so much everyone for coming in. Let's see. Yes. Thank you guys for the comments. Hey, Bo!
Hey.
Let me get the other queens in here.
Yes, I sent a live out to a couple of people, so hopefully they join.
Yes. I am so psyched for tonight. Let's listen.
Oh my God! First of all, the eye shadow, the makeup, everything is just so lovely and feminine.
Thank you. You know I had to come through and put it on.
That for me, but the
gotta represent
pattern. Okay, it's my sisters be doing it. Period.
Hey, King.
Hey, everybody on the live. Yes, and I love what you're doing. Everything you're doing is so beautiful. It's so great.
Thank you.
Sometimes I don't always catch the live because I get busy, but when I do tap in, it's like it's so much substance. Like so many young women, so many people in general, even the guys. Like we tune in. Like I definitely love the content.
Hey. Oh, we live, baby.
Oh yeah, we live. We in the building. Hey, beautiful, you look amazing.
Girl. Not like you. Look, I'm quick to throw my little fitted on real quick and call it a day.
Oh, let's get the other queen in the building. Where's she at? Listen, I only mess with boss bitches.
Yes, guys. Hey.
Hey.
Look, I had to put my little razzle-dazzle filter on.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm so excited for tonight.
Me too. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Yes.
Y'all know I'll be doing lives. only Q can get me up here, I swear.
Oh my God. Okay, so for one, let everybody introduce themselves, because some people may not know who you guys are. So let's end up starting with who want to start first?
So I'll start. So my name is Kiana. I really don't do podcasts and everything like that, but my soul sister called me upon her podcast, upon her channel, and I was down with it, because she know I be having my little opinions, right? So I was down. So y'all can follow me or whatever. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm so happy you invited me to be up here with these queens, my other soul sister Ty. So I'm happy to be here.
Yes. So go ahead, Ty. Introduce yourself.
Okay.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, baby.
Hey guys, first of all, hey my sisters, Kwa, Karita, T, what's going on? Rosa, oh my gosh. You know what's so crazy? Because I chill with each and every one of these ladies here, these boss queens that's on this live right now. I chill with them. I love their energy. I miss their energy. So I am just so excited.
Yes.
Like I'm just, oh my God, I'm like sweating. You guys can't even see me, but yeah. So I am Ty, guys. You guys saw me, I think like 2 weeks ago on the podcast with my Carita. And you know, I am so excited to be here tonight. You know, I do have, you know, Instagram. I am in TLC. I am a nurse. I am a mom. I'm like juggling all three things in like one person.
Yes.
There's a lot going on, but I am so excited to be here tonight because not only am I here with my soul sisters, I'm here with my Carita. She has this amazing podcast. I mean, this amazing podcast. I love it. So I'm just here to support. I'm so excited for tonight. Guys, please excuse my kids in the background if you hear a little, you know, them crying like you do here now. But yeah, I'm just multitasking. So
Okay. So go ahead, Blue. Introduce yourself.
Hey, so my name is Rosa Starr, and I'm so happy to be here again with my ladies, my beautiful ladies. I definitely caught that episode, Ty. It was so lit. I was like, wow. And that's why I was saying, like, us as women just being here right now is so empowering. I also have a podcast. It's called Rated Raw, and it also has 3 other females. So, and everybody has their own different look, flavor, style. I'm also an artist. I sing. I'm a part of TLC as well. Help is definitely so we here. We about to have a great conversation, ladies.
Yes, we are. So listen, tonight is another amazing one. It's gonna be another epic episode. So tonight we basically talking anything under the genre of ladies shift your crown. So I'm telling you guys right now, you guys already know me. Y'all know how I come. You know that I don't hold my tongue. And listen, I don't mean to offend anybody, but it's just my tap on the shoulder. I'm just basically just giving you an aggressive punch out of love. So listen, so what you guys think about this topic? What do you guys maybe have underneath this topic that go coincide with this topic, ladies shift now?
Overall, my biggest thing right now on my journey has been femininity, because, and especially like in the urban community or the Black communities, us as women, we don't embrace the femininity as much as we should. And it's so much deeper than just like, oh, I got my hair done, I got my nails done, I'm popping. Like, yeah, that's all surface. But like really deep down inside, like even for myself, I had to really like take some time to do the inner work. And I found myself like so angry about stuff or so aggressive about stuff. And then I realized I sabotaged a lot of different relationships or situations, and I just love, but like with work, business, with friends, with family, it's different situations. Like, you know, of course, there's no hard feelings, but it's just like the aggressiveness from the parties. And that's why doing a podcast and doing stuff like this is so important to me, because women just coming together, empowering each other. So.
Absolutely.
Right.
So I definitely agree. And listen, y'all trying to be cute and pretty. Let's not be pretty on this shit. I'm telling you.
Cute and pretty.
Meanwhile, she's sitting there popping to the guys over here.
So
right. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you.
Right. Over here
serving
serving.
everything. Excuse me.
Serving.
Okay.
Serving.
I don't have any makeup on, but my lip gloss is there. It's
right.
There.
It's all
Yeah.
So listen, we're about to We'll dive into it to some bullet points. So basically, my bullet point of lady shifting your crown is basically, I need you ladies to respect yourself and represent yourself a little bit better. And regardless of that, when I sit there and say representing yourself better, stop speaking about what it is that you want and actually walk into and go to see what it is that you basically stating that you want. I hear a lot of women saying a lot of talk, but they're not basically walking on actually representing what it is that they basically say that they have. So that fake front type shit, I just need everybody to stop, because at this point, it's about to be 2022. I don't think we need the front, or we need to end up basically sit there and fake for anything. So you want it, listen, you got to put the hard work, dedication, and focus in. So just basically representing yourself, and representing for also, let me tap on this too, representing yourself in the fact of who you say that you want and who you want to be with. You can't say you want to be with somebody and you ain't walking in that same glory.
Right.
Like, there's no way. So that's how I basically feel. So what you guys feel about in regard ladies representing themselves better?
I mean,
For me, oh, go ahead, Tara. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, sis.
For me, when you say representing yourself better, for me, I didn't start representing myself better until this year, right? I was all over the place. I was a mess. Like, every party, twerking all over the place, just out here. I'm not saying that I don't still go out and have fun, but I do try to represent myself better as a woman. Like, I'm 31 years old, so I try to represent myself better as a woman on a whole, right? Because I'm not married or anything like that, so it's time. You know, you have to walk out the door and look like, you know, you was raised right, you know. Also, with representing myself, you know, I'm heavy into fitness. I used to walk out looking a mess. Like, I thought I looked good. I thought I cared about myself, but when I look at pictures, I'm like, oh, you was not it, Key.
Yeah.
So I feel like me representing myself better is me being healthier, me being in shape, my skin, everything. I just feel different now. So I feel like I have a different walk right now, right? A different walk, a different talk. I owe that to the women that I have met. Like, we're all in TLC. I owe that company a lot of recognition, because I've been through a lot just in the past year, and I really wouldn't be the woman you see today without the women I met in my life, y'all included, for sure. You know what I mean? So us walking different, it really is your circle. The women that you surround yourself with. Absolutely. Who do you surround yourself with? Who is representing you? You know what I mean? So that's important for me. My friends represent themselves very well. They like to have fun. And I just love that I have just these phenomenal women in my life that really changed me and my perspective of how a woman is supposed to carry themselves when they walk out their house. You know, so that's how I feel about that.
Absolutely. So I see somebody gonna say, thought you was gonna say something about a bonnet.
I mean, you know, women need to start wearing bonnets. Oh, you know, I don't go outside in a bonnet though. I don't play those games. So, I'm not team bonnet crew. I will throw a hat on, but not a bonnet.
But yeah, so, and even you touched on something, Key, when you said in regards to basically surrounding yourself around women, and that's something that we all get poured into us in regards of being around and surrounded with people that you see yourself becoming. And right. I feel the only way you could do that if you surround yourself around people that you see yourself in that position, in that space, in that mental limelight, in regards of just doing that. Because I feel like when
Hey, Coach KB.
Hey, Coach. I see when you're going around, when you're around people that you are basically wanting to be, you end up being, you get the motivation of wanting to be that. You know? And you have no other, I feel like you have no other choice.
Absolutely.
You're gonna end up being basic, and I'm going to use the word basic, yes, or you're going to end up stepping your shit up.
Mhm.
So
Absolutely.
either choice, you gonna do what it is gonna do. You gonna sit there and see that they pushing, they moving, they getting that back, they making that money, they elevate. They mind, they mental, they heart, they spirit, they soul, and they also sit making boss moves. So you
Right.
either sit there and surround yourself and stay stuck, or you gonna end up doing the same thing. What you gonna do? You gonna make that move, right? So I feel like that's one thing that women should do in regards of just talking about it. Because it's one thing we could talk about it, but the next thing you go in your house or you check your bank account, the shit don't match what you speaking. So it's like we need to make moves. We need to stop talking about it at the point actually start doing what we want and what we dream of doing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my point on it. If anybody else got another point on it, dodge on it.
Yes, exactly. Like I want to piggyback off of Key. You said a lot of pointers there. Like it's like things that I can relate to. Like that's how I was. Like, I didn't really. I don't want to say I didn't respect myself, but I think I respect myself more.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the character that I have built for myself, so I cannot be out here like, you know, doing like what I used to do like years ago, partying up to, late at night and, just doing things, being around the wrong crowd that I used to be around because, at some point, like she was saying, it's who you be around.
Right.
It's your crowd. So even like with TLC, like I have met some phenomenal women in TLC
Mm-hmm.
to make me want to,
Elevate.
upgrade
Right.
who I'm, around in myself, internally, which made me come out externally. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just grateful that I did catch on when I did catch on to start respecting myself more, to
Right.
start accepting myself more, to start accepting my situation that I'm in currently, and stop trying to seek my future situation that's not even here yet,
Right.
So it's like you have to appreciate where you have come, where you about to go, and how much you have accomplished to be where you are, So TLC just really helped me with that. Now, you guys outside of TLC, you guys just like, when we be out, the vibe is like, so I think all of us on this live here definitely respects ourselves probably more than what we ever had before. Even with you, Qua, like, your deliverance is more, it's upscaling, it's elevating. So, just what excuse me, guys, like we
That's
should
okay. You a mommy.
never,
Exactly.
shift our crown, for the worse, only for the better.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, like, Key hit a lot of pointers, so she pretty much summed up what I was gonna say. But like, yeah,
So
we just
are we shift?
we growing.
Are we? So we shifted our crowns, and we had women to help us shift our crowns out. Are
Mm-hmm.
we now helping other women shift theirs?
Right.
Do we do the work to help other women feel the way we feel at this point? That we
Right.
feel like these phenomenal women now. Do we help other women do the same thing or feel the same way?
Yeah.
Especially now, because women, you tell a woman something or you try to help them or anything like that, they gonna be in their feelings or something like that, or they gonna feel like
Curse you
you think
out.
you think you better than me or something like that. Nah, I never walked around like that ever, but it's a lot of women like that. I'm like, nah, sis, I want you to feel how I'm feeling. I want you to,
Right.
feel and look good, So that's the thing I like with me. I'm like, now that my crown is shifted, you want to help shift others, but people being receptive to it is like
And we're still growing, like
exactly.
our crown will continue to shift because
Absolutely,
at the
sorry.
end we're young. Like he said, her and I around the same age. We're all young. We have, and even Rosa, like she's like in her mid-20s, so she's,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like we're still growing, and like I said, I'm just so grateful that we have accepted, that ourselves, respect ourselves more than what we had before, getting adjusted to this new crown, or, this new level. Like I mean, for me,
Right.
this ending year, I am just like so overwhelmed. I don't even want to come over here and tell you my business, but y'all,
Yeah.
when you elevate, you gotta be prepared. Okay,
Yeah.
hold up. What you pray for, be
Yes.
prepared for it.
He
Okay,
will
and
prepare
that's
you too. He will make
right.
sure you prepared for it.
Okay, so it's like you have to be ready for what you pray for. So if you pray for elevation, you pray for these good vibes that just come pouring your way. When it actually comes,
Right.
appreciate that, accept that this is what you wanted, you know.
Yeah.
So,
And I see
Back
that.
to I want to go back to what Key was saying real quick, because that goes back into the femininity, and I just think a lot of women, they aren't receptive to you trying to help them, and it's not, even like with family members of mine, like being on my journey, I try to tell them certain things, and it's not to judge them or to bash them, to attack them, but they take it as that, and even that is like a masculine reaction. So it's like everybody always on go, always competition, it's always something. So I just think that it is very important to focus on shit so you can enjoy your level of journey and really be able to enjoy it, be receptive of it, because we are very young, but time does move at a certain pace, and if you are
Right.
the time that you have productive and focusing on growth, you can still have fun and live our lives and do
Right.
the things that you want to do, but you want to still stay focused on what your goals are, the freedom of that is out. And I think even with us having this live right now, that is helping other women. It might be some women who aren't receptive, but the women that's on this live right now, even the men, people that's showing us love on this live right now, they are receptive to growing and elevating. So those are the people that's in alignment and the people that we appreciate.
right.
Absolutely. And I want to go back to what Cuz has said in regard to, and no, I think Key said this in regards to us helping other women, since we had, the blue, we are receiving blueprint. We in a village that's, ladies, to be able to lift us up, hold us up, keep us accountable. Not a lot of women have that. And you hit on the topic of, since we elevate, since we grown, since we end up rising, and we're still going to continue to grow. Because, like, listen, the longest we live on this earth and we have breath in our body, we're going to continue to learn. That's what we should do.
Absolutely.
Continue to elevate, or continue to grow. We're going to continue to level up. And I feel like me helping others, and I feel like I am helping other women. See, the thing is, I had to go out of TLC to help people. So by me creating this podcast, I had to make a little bit louder noise.
Yeah.
And I had to end up being able to create this platform and this forum of this podcast to be able to actually give the women a nudge in regards of saying, hey, sis, I'm just here to help you. I'm keeping you accountable, or I'm trying to have you become accountable for your actions so you could see your wrongs, but correct those, and I see a lot of women, people even don't look at themselves, or even scared to look in the mirror, as one of my guests, Coach G, was on last night with me. A lot of women are very scared to look at themselves in the mirror, to self-evaluate themselves. And my thing is, we are all Black queens on this live. We've been in spaces, mindsets, and spaces where we maybe didn't like something of ourselves, but we took that time to say, it's time for us to do something. It's time for us to elevate. It's time for us to grow. And listen, the process of elevating, growing, and basically leveling up is a process.
Right.
It's a process, and not only that, it's a scary process. But I feel like if you have queen sisters, by your side, in your corner, in your surroundings, the process won't be as hard as you think it will. See, that's why I have to go back to the fact of surrounding yourself around people that you see yourself wanting to become, or you see yourself that was where you was. but not where you want to be.
Right.
Because then you have a blueprint to be able to say, yeah, I know exactly how you feel, sis. I was once there. So now let me show you how you could get out of that. You know, and that's why I think a lot of women, they very negative on that. They very got their guard up on that. They give you the attitude. You can't tell me what to do. Fuck
Who,
you.
who are they more receptive to? Are they more receptive to women or other women or men?
I think some of those
Honestly,
are more receptive to men because
yeah.
like, some of them be the main ones that want to watch like the YouTubers that are like males that's giving them advice on relationships. And I just feel like that, okay, it's cool to have a male's perspective always, but at the same time, they're not going to give you the real tea and the real game on how to level up like a woman who has leveled up and has experience can.
Wait, Paris said, I kind of feel like your growing and elevating should be a lonely one because it's personal. Good to have a small support group.
Yeah.
Right.
So should it be
That's
lonely?
a good point in there. That's a good point in there because I was like, as I'm listening to all you ladies say, like, you know, we have the blueprint and you want to pass it on to other females and how some females can be receptive. But the thing is that some people do, like some females do work like better. I don't want to say alone, but like with that small support system because you know some females, and I know I have a couple of cousins that's like that, like, you know, when they're grinding, when they're building, they, you know, they're better off on their own, and they're like, you know, hold up, I'll get right back with you, I'm not, you know,
hold on.
but yeah, like I need to get myself together. So
I'm that way too, Ty, so I get it.
Right, so that's what I was saying with like myself, like far as in you know, this year, all this happened, you know, like I'm still in close range with my, you know, loved ones, but how I used to be like months ago, I'm not as active because I'm still trying to build, you know what I mean? But this is the thing here. As we grow, who comes in our path, you know, we stick to them, you know? So if I see my girl who I just befriended and I see where I used to be in her, I'm going to put her on, of course. Like now you're included in my circle. This is what I know that this could work. Maybe this could work for you. And also it's your delivery. You know, it's your deliverance. It's how you're giving that advice to some females. Because if you're coming off like, oh, I know it all. I remember when I was down with no kids. Like, look, but yet I'm here now. You were there. I'm still here. So what can you do to help me get to where you are? Or not even to be where you are, just to be better than where I'm at. I don't want to be where I'm at. So how can you help me? You know, so
they have all this stuff to say, but no feedback. You can't give me no suggestions, but you have all this stuff to say.
So that's what a lot of females go through. A lot of females do go through that when they
That's what I say was in regards of when us having that blueprint and us being able to assist other females, other ladies and women, that you be able to just not to speak about it, not only to talk about it, but end up showing them that God.
Yes.
Because trust me, I've been around females that tell you like, oh yeah, I was once there, you know, but now I'm here. So tell me how the fuck you got there. Don't just tell me.
right. Or be the example.
And now you're here. Now, okay, so you're going to say that and then you're going to walk away. So, but how did you get there? You know, and then I understand the lonely situation because I'm just like that. I'm the same type of, I'm half animal, half human. So when I get to the animal type inside of me, I do go into my shell and to my cave as a cocoon, and I shut everything down, and I start going to creative mode. I start going to gotta get the bag. I don't care about nothing else. I don't see nothing else outside.
Let me ask y'all, when we get like that, right? Because I'm like that too. But when we get like that, are we like shutting people out and things like that? Could we have gotten further with the help or with our partner, or, you know, because when I had a partner, I completely shut him out and all he wanted to do was help me. But I was like, nah, I literally lost my femininity and wanted to do it all on my own and thought I was just go get a grinder. But I have somebody in my corner that, you know, wanted to help me get further along, and I was like, no. Like,
Yeah.
why?
Right.
Why we built like that? Like, is that a black woman thing?
Well, no, that's definitely the femininity thing, but and I strongly dislike the fact that it's associated so much with Black women, because I've recently experienced like another woman who was not Black, who was going through the same thing with somebody that's very close to me. So I was kind of like telling her, like, hey, you have to be a little more feminine in your delivery and how you handle things, how you respond to things. And it's not, it's more so like, again, going back to being receptive. I think when you shut people out, it's either because, number one, they are toxic to you and your mental health, or just being able to focus, or it just gets to be too overwhelming where like you don't have that self-care and self-respect, because you're always giving and sharing your energy and doing things for everyone else and catering everybody else, whether it's going out, hanging out, helping people, doing favors, or just always being that person that they vent into. It's just certain things, after a while it gets to be draining, and you have to be able to still have that time to focus on yourself, to level up
Yes.
whatever area, aspects of your life. And if these people that are around you are taking more than they are giving, whether it's
Distracting.
finances, whatever it may be, then naturally you're either gonna like slowly but surely, gradually just shut them off, or you're just gonna completely, like, how we get when we get to that point in relationships. Sometimes they end up
I agree with
bad.
you.
So you
I
might
agree. It's a black woman thing.
Yeah. I mean, but like she said, it's like an all women type. It's like how you're built, like how you were brought up. Like if you like, cause me, I don't want to say it's a black woman thing, but it's more black women that are like like that than normal. I mean,
I
not
feel
normal,
like
but
we
other
have to
women.
be. I feel like we were made that to feel that we had to be these strong women, because when we step out in the world, that's what we had to do. Right.
It's also just how more money. Sorry, y'all. Also, how more money said. It's basically, protecting your peace, survival mode. Protection is protection. So it's a protection mechanism of, and then also one of you guys hit on people just not understanding. You know what I'm saying? You feel like people just not receptive or understanding to what it is that you're doing. And I think we all relate to that, because especially when we are passionate about something and we're really, really excited about something, and then the ones that's closer to us is not excited, it's like, you know what, fuck them. So then we're going.
Can I ask, why are we in survival mode so much? Like, why?
Because our surroundings, what we've been through.
Yes, and like I said, we're built like this is how, like, if you come from a strong background, 9 times out of 10, like that's the mode you're automatically in. Like even when it's the last of something, not to say you'll shove someone, to get that, but if you really need it, you're gonna get it, So it's like, I think that mode, that survival mode, we just automatically, like I said, it depends on your background, how you're built, how you're brought up. We just automatically just go right into that mode, and not even sometimes, because like I go in that mode and I don't even know I'm in that mode. Like, I'm really in survival mode right now. Like, yeah, because I'm so prone to it, So, I mean, and like I said, like seeing my mom just being so strong and like, the dominant one in the family, so it just, like I just feel it's from your background,
It's
your upbringing.
It's definitely from your background, and it's definitely from your upbringing.
Yes.
I definitely saw my mom be like the strong, and it gets to the point where, like, especially now since I'm older, because a lot of people in your family are older, and then it's like everybody else is like kind of really, really young. So I'm in the middle. So I kind of grew up seeing both aspects of it, like my family and the dynamic, and just watching my mom, like sometimes she makes things her issue or her problem or her business that really don't got nothing to do with her, just because it's like that pygmisha kind of, like, you just feel like you gotta do this for people, and it's like they ask for your help, you need to focus on yourself.
That's the thing.
Your own problems. That's when you feel drained and you feel unappreciated, because you did something for somebody, looking for that validation, looking for whatever
Wow.
childhood trauma,
Yes, Rosa.
what type
Yes.
of wounds you trying to heal from that you didn't really look yourself in the mirror, like we said earlier. And now you feel unappreciated and you feel drained and you feel like, oh, well, I could have did something better with my time. You could have, but you made somebody else's burdens your burdens. So
Right.
it's so many things that, and then we growing up seeing our mothers like that or whatever family members like that,
Right.
we feel like it's normal, and then it affects our friendships, our relationships, the way we look at ourselves now, because now we confused and we are more enlightened, but now it's like, okay, where do I go from here on this level of journey? And really trying to discipline yourself to break that cycle.
I feel like me going in survival mode made me wreck relationships. So that's what I mean. Like us literally just going in survival mode and pushing people away that really want to help you, family, boyfriend, whoever, like that want to be there, not take it as a burden, but us naturally going in survival mode and doing it all on our own when we don't have to, giving yourself more stress, less time to do what you really want to do, like to invest your time in something that you really wanted to go for, a new career or something like that. But you're such in survival mode and want to be by yourself. It's like you got 5 people over here that's like, yo, I'm in your corner, but you're shutting them out and you're making more stress upon yourself to try to get something done that you really just, you don't have to be alone. You know what I mean? It's like, why is that programmed? Like, I'm like that. I was like that too. And I was not brought up like that. I was in a 2-family home. Like my father, great man, kept the roof over our head, everything like that. I'm like, so why am I surviving? Like, why?
But you know what, Key? I don't think, because, like, when I say survival mode, I'm, like, not really doing it alone. Mm-hmm. It's more so of being able to get it done regardless, you know, rather I have the help or not, you know, that's the type of survival mode that I am. Like, now, if you got, like, because I do have a strong support system, and I just thank God for this, even through nursing school, you know, so I always say that and go back to that because I had the support, right? But yet what I was doing just took only me. You know what I mean? Like, I had to be in that survival mode to get what I was doing accomplished, right? However, I still took the helping hands that I needed, you know, along that way, but not being distracted on the goal, the task, right? So that's like a beast mode. That's like a survival mode. That's like a lot of mode to me where I'm just straight forward, you know, like focused, tunnel vision, you know, but
they're asking,
you know,
they're asking you what's a support system and what constitutes support for you.
Like, a support system to me is like, you know, your family, your close friends, just people that's just really supporting whatever you're doing, you know, what positive at that. Because see, you can have people that's going to support you into doing all the wrong things, you know, so that's where you need to know, you got to know when to separate the two. Okay. So it's a lot of support, but see, like I said, if you know what you got going on, and like some people have to go in that mode, that survival mode, to really focus on what's going on so they don't get sidetracked by people who's trying to support them negative or positively. You know, you just know, if you're with me, if you know I'm outside at 2:00 in the morning and you know I have an exam at 8:00, and if you're coaching me and doing that you're not a good support system. I know right then and there, I can't count on you. I can't come to a lot of events that you're doing because I'm going to be up to 18 hours in the night, and you know I have what I have to do tomorrow. So, you know,
wait, is that support? Is that support or a babysitter?
Well, you know, listen.
And the example she used is on it. Sorry, my phone's like going crazy right now.
Okay,
but I would think that in that case, that's probably cool with like an accountability partner. Like right now, all of us doing TLC, we got our accountability partners. We like, ladies, come on, we about to get up. Don't be out all late, all this extra stuff.
Right.
If that, then
support
you
system
and be able to work out and be disciplined and handle your business for the day. And I think that goes back into being receptive. Like after a while, sometimes if you're not really trying to level up, you'll feel like, or girls will feel like, oh yeah, girl, she's doing too much. She's so extra. She always wanna
Right.
oh,
She's
so
always doing this.
so it's like
She's doing too
like,
bad.
now social media, it's like that's the thing now, to be like the hot girl. I'm lit. I'm outside. I'm doing
A
this. I'm
city
doing
girl. You a city
that.
So
girl.
what is lit though? I mean, like, that's probably like a silly question, but
I'm saying-
I always hear people like they lit, and I'm like, well, lit in what type of form though? Like, what is really
Right.
lit?
In their eyes, they're lit. in
But
their
it's
mind,
okay
they're lit.
if they think
In the
no,
real
but that's the
world,
thing.
they ain't shit.
Right, but everybody is entitled to feel how they feel about themselves. You know, who am I to like try to persuade anyone to think different of themselves? However, it's like when you say you lit, that's why I wanted the good terminology of it, you know, what it actually is, because I see this a lot. Oh, I'm lit. This is lit. I'm like, okay, what is the lit? Like, what is it exactly?
When you say that, Ty, so when you say that, people are entitled to feel how they feel about themselves. If they think they lit, then like they're lit. But is that being is that helping them? Like, is that being accountable and a good accountability?
This is why I said I
It's
wanted
like,
to know
sis,
what
you
is
not
lit.
what you think you
Like,
are.
what
Like,
is
but let's
lit?
get you there. Let's get you to what you think you are for real. Because it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's I don't know.
Yeah, lit. I somebody in the comments, I couldn't read the whole thing, but it said
Yes.
lit, whatever you make.
Lit is saying lit what you make.
My lit is chilling in the house with my family and having a good time. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yes.
make it, because some people look at lit like, oh, I'm lit because I got dressed and I'm popular. I'm lit because I get high and I really get lit all day.
It's so broad.
So
right?
it's a broad
It's so
type
broad.
of thing. Word. Okay.
It really, even like Brina has said, it's the what type of form for me. Like, so whatever it is wants for you, it is what it is. I don't listen. That's the thing right here. We so worried about trying to define what something is. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like we really do. And I'm like, I think everybody by now, whatever you want to make lit to be, it is what it is. You know, like I feel like you lit as fuck from basically completing nursing school.
Yes.
You know,
that's big lit.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Like, listen, I'm saying you lit because your ass sitting there about to put on this amazing motherfucking event. You know, Rosa, you lit because you out there with your motherfucking Rated Raw podcast doing
Rosa,
like
with your
Yes.
Yes.
And I love that podcast, by the way, guys.
You know, y'all know
I gotta tune in, Rosa.
Yes.
Right. It's
so
good.
Let's
good.
go deeper, because as we hit bullet points, we gonna go deeper and deeper and deeper.
Okay.
Like, telling you, I'm punching in it at the
I'm
core.
sorry, y'all. I'm over here asking questions.
Me too.
She asking questions like she's in the fucking comments. I swear.
Right. Because you know I'll be in the comments heavy.
So the next bullet point is basically respecting yourself. I just feel like in regards to a lot of women don't do that. And I feel like we need to buckle up and start doing that. Like, it's where did the respect come at? Like, did we lose that in translation? What's going on? Why? You know, what y'all think about that?
It's really trauma at the end of the day. Like the scratching, not even scratching the surface. I would say it's trauma and just like the exposure, however way, shape, or form. I would say trauma because like some people's background, they didn't get exposed to that much where they could fall into not respecting themselves, but it's just like a emotional thing, a response to the neglect they might have went through growing up as a child, or like just certain things, feeling that lack of validation or whatever they were seeking, something, whatever it was missing from them, and like loving themselves or learning how to love themselves. Now they're trying to seek it with other people, or like doing certain things for attention. So, and then you got some people, they definitely did come from a background they was exposed to a lot of different things, or they may have even been touched. Like, it's so many different reasons for why women started falling into this space of not respecting themselves. So, and that goes back into being able to look in the mirror and say to yourself, because my biggest thing is when you do find yourself not respecting yourself or not loving yourself as much as you could or taking care of yourself, whatever that may be for you, you got to look in the mirror and ask yourself, like, what you're doing wrong and how you could correct it without beating yourself up, because that's what we end up doing sometimes when we do fall short or we make mistakes. We kind of be feeling like it's the end of the world, depending on what it is. So I definitely would say to anybody that's even tuning in, definitely stay focused on what it is. You took that time to acknowledge and address your trauma. So now you need to really walk that walk, not just talk that talk about whatever it is. You may have the past, that's the past. You're this rebirth, new person, leveled up. And like
so
that.
Rosa, when do you realize that? When do you realize, you know what, I'm really not respecting myself? Like, or something, like, what has to happen for you to come to terms that that's what is happening? Because some people are disrespecting themselves and think they're not thinking of anything of it because they don't think they're doing anything wrong. So how do you realize on your own? Like, are you able to do that on your own? Are you able to? You can't, and I don't feel like you can fix trauma on your own either. So how do you? Like, you know what I mean? So
it's really from experience, and that's back to the mindset.
Right.
Like, if your mindset is on leveling up or being better in life, you will start to realize there's certain behaviors, certain things that I'm doing, how I'm carrying myself, even how I speak, whatever it may be.
Someone said hitting rock bottom.
Correct, and I need to handle because it's hindering me and it's keeping me stuck in this level where I don't want to be. But some people, they just really get stuck and they don't want to open their mind to new opportunities or new experiences or just becoming better as a person and having more peace in their life. So
that's true. Somebody said hitting rock bottom too. I think so too.
Right.
I definitely agree with that in regards to and you're just seeing yourself in a space where even where Nikki said you gotta want to see yourself in them low, from them low places, which also just hitting rock bottom, seeing yourself in low places, see that it's not getting you where you basically want to be. And even also where Rosa said the trauma, and it's like we all have trauma. But the thing is, the difference between two people who have trauma is you have just a small percentage of people who have trauma that's looking to do something about it, that's looking to fix it, that's looking to get help. Because we already know in the Black and brown community, and listen, always on Pillow Talk with the T, we gonna always go to therapy and about mental health. It's always gonna go there. So in regards to that, you see that mental health and therapy is frowned. Oh, sorry. It's very much frowned upon in our community, which I just understand. Why? Because I feel like therapy is a place where it assists you and help you from not going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Give you the tools and the resources that you need to be able to cope through this thing called life. Because we was not given a manual. Our parents did the best that they could do. They wasn't given a manual. Right. So in regards to that, as we get older, we should start recognizing when shit ain't right and call the thing a thing, being what it really is, and then now start to say, okay, mom and dad did the best they can. My family, my grandparents did the best. So how about now? I need go get myself fixed and be able to reprogram myself. And that's another thing. Our community don't want to go out there to reprogram themselves because, as y'all said, people thinking what they doing and how they feel and how they going is right. Mm-hmm. And it's like, how many times can you bump your head to realize that it's not right? And I always give this analogy where my family always laughing at me when I get this analogy. I say, so you see the wall, right? You want to keep walking into the damn wall and keep knocking your head for what? You realize your ass can't go through it. So you realize eventually you got to turn your ass around, right? So it's like, why you going to keep knocking your head? It's not going anywhere.
Right.
You're not going anywhere. So I just feel like, you know, it comes with that. But I just always tell people just to end up just respecting yourself a little bit more in regards of respecting yourself enough to end up getting help, seeking help. Because also we have not come into this world either where we are meant to be alone. We wasn't created to be alone.
That part.
You know, so we all going to need and want somebody to be able to assist us and elevate us and help us get to where we need to be and go. Yes, granted, some people feel like I don't want help. I don't want nobody helping me. I don't need no damn body. Cool. That's all dandy grandy for you. However, tell me if that shit keep working out, how long that's gonna keep working out for you.
Right.
You know, so. But let me get into these comments because I know they going to fuck off.
Really? I can't see them. I can't see them.
No?
No.
I'm trying to go back, but
I think I got some reception problems.
So like Chuck said, Black people don't want to come off as vulnerable. We have to be tough all the time. But why?
that's what I'm saying. Why are we like this? Why?
But guys, I mean, I don't want to like be naive about the situation, but like we had to be this way most of all our lives. So again, back to our upbringing. Stop, Tokyo. Back to our upbringings and how our mothers and, you know, grandparents were raised like that. They had to have that tough skin. And it's like, we don't want to be tough, but we have, like, sometimes we have no choice. Like, and it's sad to say that, but especially in today's society, we like, oh my God, I like have a great example for this, why we have to be tough. I mean, but I don't want to get into, you know, too deep into it. But anyway, like we just really do. We really do. And it sucks that we have to be that way. No, because this happened to one of my friends, and like I don't think she's really open enough yet to discuss what happened. So it's like I said, and like he said, we just come off like we always have to be tough, and sometimes we don't want to be tough. But it's just a situation that
is so
happens.
true.
That happens.
Who is Tamisha? Because we took slavery mentality into our homes. That is so true.
On. She just preached the word. That's a bar.
That is true.
You know what? And she took the words right out. Like, and I was trying to like not go right into that because that's a huge topic. But yeah, that is true. Absolutely true.
Sorry, my phone died.
It's on.
My phone is about to die at that. Oh my God.
Where's your chargers?
I'm not taking my charger because my kids. But yeah, so that is true though.
I agree with that. But Q, what were you saying? Like, that we weren't meant to be alone and everything like that.
Yeah, so we wasn't actually meant to be alone in the world. You know, we are meant to cohabitat, to be able to be connected with other people. That's why we was born into a family. Even though some families are fucked up, and let's keep it real.
Oh my God.
However, you know what I'm saying? We did not choose them. So you choose to connect and be connected to those who you see that has how the people in the comments, the Pillow Talk with the T family saying who's like-minded as you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I saw Shanier.
I just had I did too. And I also say in regards to this is that you have to basically realize this, that you don't have to fuck with certain family members if you choose not to.
Oh,
They had to.
Period.
You don't have to. Because we related don't mean that we have to be connected. We related don't mean that we have to be close. Because we connected or related don't mean that you have to taking up my space and my suck my peace. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, the love will always be there, but it's just I just can't. So,
Right.
but we was not created in the universe to be alone. We all need someone, and because remember how we said earlier, there's somebody who been where a person is but no longer there, could be able to now pull us up to where we want to be because they now are there. But even though lack of, people don't do that. A lot of people don't do that because people will go and say, "Oh yeah, girl, I make $5 million a month." But you telling me how the fuck you made it.
Because they don't want you to they don't want you to go above them. They don't want you to go above. You know what I mean?
Those
And that's
are the ones.
And that's sad.
Those
And
are
that's
the
how
ones
they
that you can tell that's for you or not. Though that's how you know if you can connect with them. Like I said, you got the positive support, you got the negative support. You will sense that, and that's how you build. That's how you built your team, your support system. Baby, oh my God, this girl. So yeah, exactly. But my whole thing is like I said, all my girls, all my friends, like if I can help them in any type of sort of form, I'm always willing to. Any type of positive thing, I try to be there. Because
Right.
sometimes people only listen unless if you set the example, unless if you set the tone, unless if
Right.
some bar is being set. So. And it's like I said, some people go into survival mode and have to go and grind. And then, like I said, when you have those people that come across your path, some come with you, some don't. And again, those don't be your family members, like Qua said, Like, for instance, you guys cross my path. We're not family, but we are family.
Right.
So, and I appreciate you ladies because I'm telling you, like, a lot of people like to judge females, especially African American females, by their cover, like what they wear, things like that, and not knowing to say somebody who doesn't dress like me, them, her and I, we have something so in common, So it's like you really have to, you just gotta really, I don't want to say take a chance, but you really do. You do with people. You do. Because you don't want to be standoffish, but yet you don't want to be naive. So, you can feel a vibe.
Every relationship is a risk, or the friendship, relationship is always a risk.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah, and
I'll say too, like when it comes to
money,
relationships,
not to throw race, but white people don't hold shit in. They help each other. Us black people scared to help other people because we're feared that we might have more success. And then also go to this where more money say that's the social media curse that nobody shows their struggles
The
on.
struggles.
So let's
Spanish people help each other. I mean, Hispanic
So
people help each other. Middle Eastern people help each other. Everybody helps each other. But
and let me hit the comment, and that's absolutely true because I seen so many other races that they will live in a whole house, be like 20 of them motherfuckers in one house, supporting each other to get to the next level. So each of them could end up saving money to buy, the house. Uncle gonna buy a house, then let's help auntie buy a house, let's help cousin buy a house.
Yeah.
But for some reason, for black people, it's like hate. I don't know where the hell that come from. It's about, competition. I don't want to see them win. And I just don't understand what the hell.
They're gonna win.
My thing is, I don't have to know you, but I'm going to be motherfucking for sure that I'm going to be glad that you made it.
Yep.
Because honestly, I don't even know you from a can of paint, but knowing that you're doing something, my king, knowing that you're doing something, my queen, guess what? You making me look good because you're representing me because we're the same motherfucking tone. Because regardless if you like it or not, we are related in some way. Check DNA industry. They show, trust and believe we are. And
Right. I want to know what tribe I'm from.
Exactly. And just to go into what the social media. See, the thing is, I don't know what that is because I do show social media my fuck ups, and I think
Right.
a lot of us
Yep.
on that's in the TLC community, you see our before and our after.
Right.
So show the
Right.
we show the process and we show the reward. So I don't know what that shit is because you're gonna see me working out looking sweaty and ugly as hell. Then you're gonna see me going on and put it on and be working.
Exactly.
So,
I'll be up there looking a mess. But guess what?
And you know, it's also.
But that goes into our next bullet point for real. But before we go into that, I see they just like, oh,
I don't see the comments anymore.
Really?
They're so fast.
I don't see
now
any.
seeing them.
They say black people always in competition with each other. Exactly.
Maybe I should go out
That
and
goes
in.
back to the ancient days too. That goes back.
And they buying everything. Then when you ask, they all be related. So it says, so let's start here. Let's help each other start. And exactly, starting right now.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Do economics because other races see the bigger. Come on now, Relentless. Come on now. You just fucking spit a whole motherfucking bar.
Right.
Because group economics, because the other races want to see a bigger picture.
What Nikki said?
Small picture. We're just looking at ourselves. We're not looking at the whole race as a mass of a huge entity of a picture. Now, when we start stepping out of that small ass box and start seeing the mass picture of it, then our mentality and our way of thinking, moving, and talking will end up being so much broader and bigger. But when you start this, this is mine. I ain't gonna show sis how to get it, but good luck, girl.
But then you know, blessings don't come that way neither. Like a lot of people, and that's another. You know, guys, this is a topic that can go on forever. Yeah. But the thing is that when people are like that and they wonder why things don't start working their way, it's what you're putting out into the world. It's how you're moving. It's how you're moving. Like if you secretly just putting a person on but don't and secretly want them to lose, what do you think is going to happen to you? Why do you think you can't get that job that you wanted? Why do you think these things are happening? It's like what you put, you have to be careful on what you put out in the universe because it's going to come back to you. It doesn't skip. And the reason how I'm even able to say this is because I had to go through something like that. Okay. I wasn't always this aware. I wasn't always this woke. Okay. As a teen growing up, you know, I always thought, you know, certain girls, if they would stare at me, oh, they're jealous, or maybe it's something that she liked that I have on. It took me until now being an adult to understand that, you know? So it's like, it's like you got to be careful what's your true intentions, because if they're bad, you're going to receive it back. And people may not be into religious things, but I'm a child of God. And, you know, he doesn't play about me. He doesn't play about none of his children. So I always try to keep that in the back of my head on any type of advice that I give out to people, any type of energy that I give off to people, because I don't want to receive that, you know, not to say, oh, you're just doing it so you don't receive it bad. No, it's not that. It's just I've been there when I was receiving bad. And it was up until I had to change my life, change what I'm digesting, change what I'm understanding, okay? Change my perspective on things. That's when things really started to move for me.
Yeah.
So you really have to be careful on, again, who you're around, your support system, how you're adjusting your crown, you know?
It's so true, Ty, because you will literally be in that same spot and you're wondering, why am I in this spot? Why am I not elevating to where I want to get to or anything like that? Why is God not moving me? Because of how you are, because of how you do people, how you out here carrying yourself. He's like, nah, you stay right there. You stay right there where you at.
You have to be woke to get that. And people are still not woke. They're still asleep. Like, I can do this. I can maneuver around that. No, you cannot. You cannot. If you don't mean me well, just stay away. Yeah, that's it.
It just,
Oof, amen to that one.
And I
So I said, oof.
and I love that how we just flow straight into our next bullet point of it's not a competition, but the hate is real.
Right.
So,
Ooh.
People going back to what I was saying earlier about people who leveled up though,
y'all
like,
just,
don't
I
want to
know I always
show
go
you
with
how to get there. It be those people that be hating on you the most sometimes, and it be so disappointing because you be like, wow, like I admired you and everything like that, and you just like
So
oh,
disappointing.
hating me OD, like, and you probably
That's that
came where
crab in the barrel,
one
crab
of
in the
my
barrel
girlfriends,
mentality.
one of my close girlfriends just recently was saying, going to Rutgers University, how the professor she had was from North, like her, and you would think that she was kind of like mentoring her, but she did the total opposite to the point where everybody in the class started to realize that this lady was singling her out, and it got to the point where
Wow.
court and everything, like it got very real, like harassment, everything. It just went crazy for no reason. So the hate is the hate is definitely real because sometimes that goes back to us as Black folks. People don't be wanting to see other people succeed. You want to be the only one winning.
That's what I
Or
mean. That
you
crab in the
hating on
barrel
the
right
person
there.
who is winning instead of trying to get those jewels and gems if they are even willing to give them to you. You don't know if you don't ask.
yeah,
Right.
that is so true. But my thing is what you just said resonated in me because it is so crazy how
Yeah.
be the people that come from the same place you come from and sitting there throwing you the most darts. And it's like, why? For what reason? And then where does the competition even come in from? Like, why?
But
And
why is it competition?
it
That's
Because it's literally them. They're mad that you are in a position that they wish they could be in, or they wish they could be moving the way you do, or something like that. That's why we call it hate. Is because like you really mad that I'm here. Like, you know what I mean?
but don't even know what it took to get here. And you know,
but
Mm,
to say
mm,
it's
mm.
very it that have to be because instead of you hating on it, and just like you say, Key, in regards of you mad the way that I'm moving and where I'm at and all the stuff. So how about you tap me on the shoulder and say, hey sis, I love what you're doing. You know, by the way, I
Right.
always had a passion or something or da da da. Can
how
you
can I be a part?
show me
Right.
how can I be a part?
And me, I'll be like, girl, come through.
Exactly.
Right.
One.
And
The
then
genuinity, yes.
it also comes to the competition where the fact is like when we stop I don't think we ever start giving each other compliments to even start giving each other compliments. Because for some reason it's like soon as you can have a room full of women, right? One woman come in the fucking room and would change the whole energy of the women because something she must have. And it don't have to be materialistic. It could be
Right.
internal. It could be her energy, her spirit,
Yes.
her life.
Yes, Qua.
And then all of a sudden that they sitting there, that she just shifted the room. But why is that? Because remember, baby girl, we all have our light. And no one should be able to dim yours out, to be able to change yours, should be able to shift yours. So
Right.
you have another sister that walks in the room, guess what? Say how you doing, beautiful. I love
Right.
you.
Yeah. I'll be the first one. Like, yes, sis. Yes. Like, come
Right.
through.
That
Come
is true,
through.
Key. That is true. You are and that's again with us being confident into where we are now, because I'm pretty sure, Key, you probably were never the person to come into the room and greet everyone. I was never that type of person to come into the
No.
room and greet everyone.
I was
This takes time.
fearful. Yeah, I was
Right.
fearful. I wasn't confident enough.
That's
I
built.
was timid. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have
Yeah.
to build that. So
Right.
I always like to be the icebreaker in the room, simply
Mm-hmm.
because for years as a child growing up, I always had always been that somebody always want the confrontation. And it's like, yo, I'm really not like that. But you know what? I'm going to speak. First of all, I enter the room. Let me speak. How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing?
Yes.
you know, and maybe because it could go, like I said, we are judged by our cover. We are judged by our cover. So if I may come in there with a $3,000 bag and some $4,000 shoes on, and you think I'm just this stuck up person, but the moment I say hello, you're like shocked, like, oh my God, she's not like that. Yeah. What do you think? I'm not.
And that's
I'm just
where we
fine.
gotta fix ourselves. Where it's like, okay, she walked in with a Louis bag or a Coach bag or whatever, like a Payless bag, whatever. Like,
Right.
you greet these women the same. Like,
Exactly. So
Yes, for me.
See what Color Curve said? Like she's saying, like her mom wouldn't even allow her to walk in the room without even speaking, and that's the same thing with
see,
me.
yes. Like, where your mother from?
Utterly
What part of South Carolina?
right,
What part of the South?
right, because you know that's some Southern soul right there.
I
Okay,
know it.
I was taught the same. All right,
Right.
but you still get scared, like, you know, although he was taught that, like, when you're on your own and you see all these beautiful women and these people dressed up, and you know, and then you just think it's you. I'm just speaking from my end, and it's just you, and you just walk in a room. Sometimes you do get scared, right? That was me before. But you have to grow into yourself. You have to build that confidence. This takes time, you know, to be able to walk into that room and, you know, light it up with good energy. At that, people want to know who you are when they see you're not so negative. Okay?
Black
Like,
Global said a good thing.
Right.
He said, how you feel about somebody has more to do with how you feel about yourself.
what do you say?
How you
Basically,
feel
your
about
trajectory,
How do you feel about
how you
somebody?
feel about yourself.
has more to do how you feel about yourself. Now, like, see, my TLC sisters, right? We learned a lot of self-development
Right.
with what we're in, right? So now we know exactly what he's saying. Like, you know, it had a lot to do with how we felt about ourselves.
exactly.
I know for me, speaking for me, it really did have a lot to do with how I felt about myself.
Yes.
Yeah, and then that being your own cheerleader, just how Chuck said, and then just basically just you know, loving yourself, having confidence within yourself. A lot of us haven't really had confidence, and especially a lot of our sisters in our TLC community, they will be. It'll be the first to say, I didn't have confidence until after this. So I don't want to sit here and say like, oh my God, confidence is within. However,
No, it is built.
there is some women who have had confidence all their life, and I'm sorry, I gotta admit, I'm one of the women. I was always poured it into, and I have my family members on this live right now in the comments. We was always poured into confidence. It was always poured into us, and anytime I feel like another queen or even another king who I feel they had lack of, I'm always going there saying like, baby, hold your head up, like, listen.
Right.
It's in you. You just don't recognize it yet.
Right.
Tap into it. And listen, it's all in us. It's in each and every one. It's just the fact that either you don't see it yet, you haven't recognized it, you haven't tapped into it. So, and then loving yourself. Listen, loving yourself is fucking amazing, man. It really is.
It really is.
And you just have to just get to it. But the thing is, you all hear us saying this, but we did the work.
Yes. It took me 30 years to love myself, child.
Right.
We
still be doing the work every day.
Right.
Thank you. It's still growing.
It's something new. You just be like, all right.
Right.
Still doing the work from
But
working.
the good thing about it, we're not by ourselves because we have this sisterhood. We have this community to help us bring, you know, what's in us out, especially with the confidence. You know, like I said, that to me is within, but it's also built. When you have the right females around you pouring into you, just energy, good vibrations, you know, you just you feel it. You adapt to how they make you feel. And this is how friendships and families start to form, you know? So, like I said, I'm just so grateful for, you know, my Carita right here, my sisters on this live, because I'm telling you, you guys are amazing. And that right there helps me with my confidence. Like, I have other females, young queens like myself, doing the thing. This is possible. What I'm doing is possible. Look at my sister Key. Look at my sister Rosa. Look at my cousin Qua. Like, it is possible to be how we are. You know,
Right.
and as us growing up, sometimes we would never think what we're doing was possible. Right?
Yeah.
We would never think what we're doing was possible.
And you even said it. You hit the nail right on the head where, first of all, I think a lot of people misconstrue thinking, feeling like family is what you're born into. And an old wise one is family is what you make it.
Right.
You could create and make your own family. Family don't mean blood. It don't have
Right.
It really doesn't. And I think that's where a lot of people kind of feel themselves alone in the balance of I'm by myself and I don't have the village that you four ladies have. And that's the thing, because we went outside of ourselves and said, okay, we got the connection of in the energy, the vibration, the centric, authentic connection with these women.
Right.
And I see myself in her. I see me when
Right.
I.
Yes.
So we realize that, oh wow, so family doesn't really have to be blood. We gonna connect and we gonna create a unity of family of our own. And that's the thing. If you see a group, you see a unity, you see people of power, of women of power, or men of power, and that's something you want to be a part of because it's sitting there representing something that you want to do it. You don't understand how that shit feels that you know that you could be at. Listen, I could call my cousin, I could call Key, I could call Rosa, I could call Brina, I could call Shania, and them bitches would be there with for me.
Right.
You know, and won't even hesitate.
We neighbors
Right.
there.
And like my boo Key called me like, hey, I need you on this dinner, and I was like, girl, let me see if I can move the thing around, and I'm there.
Right.
And did it.
And that's, and also like Color Curse said, we have to start pouring and speaking confidence into the power over our young. I'm glad she said that because that's something my grandmother always done. My grandmother, I know she done it for us, but I was more hands-on visually seeing it when she did it to my son. When my son was born, I seen my grandmother praying over him every single night. And I used to be like, what are you doing? And she was like, listen, I did the same thing for y'all. So I was now able to see that's something that I do now, even though I don't have to be over him, but I end up praying for him. We have to pour into our children. We have to put unite and cover them with the blood of Jesus, for one. And then we have to instill and pour in the confidence in them and let them know they are handsome, they are beautiful, they are kings.
Right.
They are kings. Tap in that you do have a purpose.
Right.
You are worthy. You know, we have to be able to speak that into them.
Yes,
Right.
that goes back to the brokenness though, because a lot of parents did neglect that, especially like some parents, whether they struggled or not, they feel like, I know my mom would tell me all the time, like, oh, I wasn't no dope fiend, I wasn't no crackhead. I'm like, yeah, that's great, okay, amazing. But like, it's a lot of times where I did feel like whatever goals and aspirations I had as a child or growing up, you kind of just like pushed it to the back burner. Or it would be times you would be at one of my recitals and you'll be like, oh, because I could do that too and stuff. It's just like little stuff like that mother-daughter competition almost. Like, and it's just like bad enough you didn't really pick the right man to be my father. So he wasn't really there to show me the ropes either. So everything that I learned, and even now in my journey, it's like I'm so thankful and grateful that I was even blessed enough to stumble across it and be able to check myself and work on myself. And I forgive both of my parents and all of the family issues and trauma that stemmed from them that affected me. A lot of times that's why it's important to be mindful of who you mate with, or like how you speak to your children, how you talk to your children, and just how you carry yourself, because children are a sponge. They're going to take in everything, and the way you talk to them, you might be having a bad day, you frustrated, you cannot be yelling at these children or talking to these children like they trash, because that whether you notice it or not, it's affecting their self-esteem. And
Yeah.
they're
Oh my
looking for
God.
that validation, trying to get
Yes.
attention with friends and getting in trouble and doing all types of stuff.
I hate seeing a woman cursing out her kid. I'm like, you cursing out your kid for being a kid? Like, he's running around,
Right.
but he's a kid. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like watching something. It's like we're yelling at kids for having an attitude or talking back or whatever like that. It was like, okay, maybe they had a bad day at school, but you're yelling at this kid for having emotions. Like,
Right.
that kid is a human too. So stop cursing out these kids.
And
I feel like well, I'm not a mother, but
Yeah.
I feel like our I don't know, generation, whatever, I don't know, whatever. I feel like mothers are kind of now getting more in tune into understanding their children's emotions and
Right.
why they act the way they act, or why they in their room, closing the door for hours, and like now they're getting more in tune to their children. As to before, when we were growing up, it was like we was getting cursed out for just trying to be ourselves or having a bad day or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? So
Like, I want to read this comment Nikki said, and it just piggybacks off what you said, Key. She said, I'm
I'm a teacher
oh,
that
no. She said, parents raise you the best way they know how. It's important to forgive them for their lack because they couldn't help it either. So yeah, I mean, I totally agree with that. Like like Rosa said, like he said, we have to forgive our parents. We really do.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, trying to go up against them, you're gonna really lose. So it's like you gotta forgive them on a certain type of level and try to move forward for your sake if you're a parent at that, because you don't want to display that energy to your child.
Exactly.
But it's good to forgive your parents, because like she said, forgive their lack because they couldn't help it, or someone didn't have the acknowledgement to do. Like today's society is such a huge upgrade to be born in, because we have so many resources, you know what I mean, like to get into tune with our children, or so many accesses that we have to help us, or third parties to help us to understand our children, you know what I mean? So I'm just so thankful that I am a parent in this society, although in today's society, but I'm just so happy because like I just try to respect my child, and I have 2 boys, and they're like my world. Like if I'm working, I'm with them. I try to make time for them because my life is busy. It is, but it's never too busy for my future. Those are my future. Those are today's, tomorrow's, however, future. Okay, so I have to prep them. I have to prepare them. I have to nourish them.
And you have boys.
So yes. So I always try to shine that light on them, and always try to, just because they see their friend mom acting like that to them, always try to let them know that that is not okay. And this is why you don't get treated like that, because that is not okay. You understand? So I just try to prepare them, prepare them for life, and just pour love. Like someone said, we have to love on our Black children, especially our girls, our the young princesses growing up, because we, and I can't even remember how much of, not even compliments, or just that, and me embracing my beauty. Like I never got that, someone to tell me to do that as me growing up as a child. Like I never, like, oh, you're, not to say my mom didn't say I was beautiful, but just still from the public,
No, yeah.
like, so it's just a lot. But it starts from home. The public doesn't have to tell me I'm beautiful, because I have my mom and my my stepfather or my aunt that's shining that light on me, that's letting me see that I am somebody. So to piggyback onto you, Key, when you said about how the parents talk to their children bad, it's so crazy, because the other day I was in the car at a red light, and this lady, she was crossing the street, and I thought she was on the phone. Okay, I thought she was on the phone, I saw her chugging her kid behind her, but I didn't think she was talking to her kid. Turns out her kid is in my son's class. So I can only imagine how
That's
he may be
traumatizing to
acting.
kids.
Right. So I can
Traumatizing.
only imagine how he may be acting in class. Then my kid is in his class. So, you just have to, you got to break the cycle somewhere, somehow. It's just like even spreading health. Okay, my kids take vitamins. My kids is on Nutriverse. Their classmates are probably not on Nutriverse. You know what I mean? So you just gotta spread it some way, somehow, and it starts within yourself, your home, your children. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm like talking and talking.
No.
Yeah.
What we here to do, right?
Right.
Right. But yeah.
You're so funny. But just to go straight into the flow of what you said of just it's not being a competition, but the hate is real. But so the next bullet point is focusing on yourself. I feel like if we focus on ourselves more than we focus on people around us, because also I think one of you guys was saying, where does that come from when women, I know it was the comments when he was saying, why do people end up basically focusing on other people or judging other people than focusing on themselves? And I feel like they actually sitting there, I think it's something that they internally fighting within themselves. Something they don't like within themselves, to the fact is like, I don't want to hate on myself in public, but I'm gonna hate on this person, But when they're at home in private, they beating the hell out of themselves because they don't like what they see in the mirror, or better yet, they can't even look in the mirror.
That comes with a lot of self-development too.
Yeah. So it's like, I feel like you focus on yourself and you end up giving yourself that self-love, that self-care, just that self-evaluation, and just being more attentive with yourself. And listen, using affirmations word, and please, I hate when women do this. Don't just post an affirmation, but you're not walking it.
You always say that. Yep.
Right.
Sis be on their ass. Like,
right.
Don't post that shit if you ain't doing it. Don't do that.
Right.
Like
that's what I like about her, the realness, the authenticity. Like, it's just so clear, and I'm so appreciative of that because you rarely find people like that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
listen, I'm only giving y'all who it is, who I am, and that's all. I can't give you no shorts or nothing less. So, but I always say, because I do see that women, and then sometimes I could probably know the person, and I'm like, bitch, you ain't even do.
Yeah, you gotta stop.
You just sit here posting this because you think it look cute on your page. Like, back to the fact of someone in the comments saying that people show the glitz and the glam and all the good, but they don't show the bad. And it's like, I know you don't want to give people all up in your business, but at the same at the same time, like me, I give myself into this podcast. You guys get me. However, parts of me that I do keep to myself because I need it personally to myself. But when I step on this platform, I'm gonna always come correct. I'm gonna always give it 1,000.
Right.
You raw. And listen, you don't like the cursing, change the motherfucking channel.
Okay.
Because I'm
right.
I'm sliding my motherfucking DMs telling me about cursing. Because I keep telling you parental advisory warning. And not only telling you that I'm a cursing Christian.
Right.
You're the cursing pastor.
Cursing pastor. You might get listened. Because sometimes I feel like the message don't really hit home or don't really hurt unless you got that fuck in it or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just feels better. And then I know I hear a lot of people, and then a lot of people also will say, well, people who curse, they have lack of vocabulary.
Oh, I hate that. Oh my God.
Listen, I keep telling people, Google me. I have a vocabulary. I have an associate, I have a bachelor's bachelor's, and listen, I'm right now working on getting my life coach certificate.
Yes.
Okay.
Woo!
And on top of that,
Let
I'm
me
thinking about
clap for that.
I'm a sex coach in a relationship. So I have a very broad vocabulary. It's just the fact that I choose. It's just the fact that I know who I'm talking to.
Wow.
I know. See, when you know your audience, you have to relate to your audience.
That's amazing, Carita.
Oh yeah, baby. Trust me, I'm doing all the things over here. But
What?
see,
Nikki.
but
Nikki said, how you get that?
That is amazing.
Nikki.
listen, Nikki, hit me up in the DMs.
All
Right.
Cause listen, sharing is caring, and I have no problem plugging my peoples on.
Right.
Cause, and I feel like me getting a also me getting the sex coach and relationship coach certificate, it puts even more respect on my name.
Right.
Right.
And
Right.
or make sure they put respect on my name. So, but just the fact, just people just need to focus on themselves and work internally, externally on themselves and doing what they do. Stop worrying about what other people say, how they feel about you.
Or what they're doing.
Yup.
What they doing, how they doing it, how they getting it, who she fucking. What? It's
People
too
nosy. People nosy.
Really? Oh my God.
I think that also too, when you be focused on like everybody else but yourself, that's just another way of like projection and trying to avoid like really correcting yourself and working on yourself because you don't want to face yourself in the mirror. It's a lot easy. Like, you know, it's so easy to be like, oh, this person got issues. Oh, this person needs to do this. Oh, this person needs to work on that. But when you can actually just take that time to focus on yourself, you really don't have time to worry about what other people got or what other people doing or what they got going on because you are really focused on your journey. Only time you worried about other people is if it's really like priorities like your children, somebody in your family, they sick, stuff like that. But other than that, just like checking in and lurking and worrying about other people.
Yeah.
I think that too as
That's
women,
a lot of time.
we need to focus on not gossiping so much because, and it's a natural thing. Something else, of course, everybody grew up with their mother talking on the phone about this one and that one, doing this, doing that. That's something that's like really low key at this point in the game, like a low key brokerage activity. Because you're not like, you probably talking about your friend or gossiping about people that are actually trying to help you or that probably genuinely care about you. And what does that say about your character if you're going around telling their business?
And they be sitting in glass houses. They be sitting in glass houses themselves trying to talk shit.
Right. And like, see, I'm just so past that. Like, yo, honestly, like my friends, I'm not trying to say we're all saints here, but like we're some go-getters, okay? My best friend just graduated, okay? So like we're some go-getters. We don't got time to be talking about nobody. I'm serious. I really don't got time. If I got, it's so much other things, but the thing, it's so much other things you could be doing opposed to talking about somebody. That takes a lot of time and energy.
Like, get off my phone. Get off my phone.
Like
especially if it's negative.
Get off my phone. Get off my line.
Right, it's like an obsession. If all you wanna do is keep talking about somebody, it's like, listen, what are we doing here? This is what our friendship is based on.
What are we doing?
I don't want to be your friend. I'm sorry, I'm good. You know.
Gossip.
You said what?
A lot of women buy over gossip.
Yeah.
It's the base of their friendship. First of all,
and see,
listen, let me tell you something.
Low vibration, broke bitch activities.
If you ain't got something, you listen, and I don't be meaning to sound like this, but I'm sorry. I'm about my money. I'm sorry. If you ain't texting me about how to get an extra bag, don't text my fucking phone.
Get off my phone.
What Kiana did.
What you say?
Kiana did it to Susie and what Susie said.
Listen.
All I need to know is if you calling me and telling me that Kiana got a bag and you telling me about the sudden how she got the bag, then we good. But if you about to gossip, first of all, everyone know not to call me about my sisters anyway, because I'm gonna shut your shit down. Period.
Don't do that.
I have.
But this is why I'm saying I don't want to make you guys seem like we're saints here, because we're not saints.
No, definitely
okay?
not.
However, it's like you like listen, and I would keep it 100 with you guys. Okay. We talk. Okay. Nobody is perfect, but it's how you're talking. It's what you're talking about. Okay.
Right.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, this B did that. She's dirty. Oh my god. Not what? No.
Yeah,
I'm past
that shit's crazy.
Listen, this girl, I don't know. She's out here. She's doing this. I don't know. I'm gonna just pray for her. If that's your girl, get her, because I'm hearing this and that. So this is the gossip that I'm talking about. This is what I do. Okay,
Right.
I don't be like down in the next female, because I just don't get no joy or pleasure out there. I really, really don't. Like, oh, this dirty B, like, what? What are you, why? What?
That's crazy.
Like, did you just call her dirty? Like, how do you know she's dirty? What's going on? So it's like, and it's like,
What are we
doing? The people that used to call me with that, they be like, don't even call us girl, because she always acting dumb to something. She always act like she don't know what we talk about. I really don't know. I really don't know about this person, so I don't know what I can give you out this conversation. Like,
color curves.
Next,
I like what color curve said. She said, "I just go silent and be like, girl, so did you see Housewives last week? I know that shit."
Right.
That's a good way to stay out of drama too. Like when you switch the subject, like, oh, okay, so.
I'd be like, I gotta go walk my dog. I'll call you back, girl.
Right, because as soon as you start going,
I don't got no dog.
being in the main person who was gossiping, going to repeat what you said though, and all you was saying that both of y'all crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not nothing that, and it's never nothing that you scared to say to nobody's face, but it's just unnecessary drama. If you talking about somebody, let's talk about what they doing with their life and how we could all gain and benefit and come together some way, somehow, to make something happen. All that extra stuff. Just,
Right,
too much.
like
we grown. Like, we not in middle school or high school no more. When do we mature and grow up?
It seems like even as grown women that we fucking still are, and it don't make any sense.
Oh.
Listen, I'm about to be 40 years old. What the fuck? Don't come with me with that. I don't want that. Because listen, I'm the block queen. I'm going to block your ass.
It's like any age women are gossiping and want to be in your business. All ages.
What?
All ages.
You going to do what?
I'm telling you. I'm going to block.
Oh, God.
Media, my phone. I'm going to block you, then delete you out my phone. Then I'm going to block you all on social media. You might have to make
Blockiana
to see my shit.
Right.
Blockiana.
I agree. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just so grateful that I just could just share this energy. And then it's like, you don't want to be the elephant in the room, always being positive and always, although I don't mind, but when you have other people that's giving off that same energy, like I said, you feel comfortable. Like, yo, it is okay to be here. It is okay to be how I am. Like, I love it.
Yeah. So, but just to go into our last bullet point, elevate yourself with self-love, self-care, self-motivation. Yes. So, in regards to everything we talked about, and
Amir's on the live?
No.
You guys are laughing. It's the technical difficulties.
I'm
dead.
I was going to say big
listen,
Yeah,
what's going on?
Look, this is when my sister came in here because my phone was going crazy, so I had to use her phone.
That's okay.
So I was like, look at Shanae little picture right there.
Right.
The point of what you just literally said. She don't know what the fuck you talking about or what's going on.
Right.
She said, Shanae on the live?
Yes.
I
see her up squinting like.
Oh, me?
Like, is that a sea moss? That's Shania.
No. Shania's here, but she's in the background. She hears everything.
That's right.
Right.
But yeah, just basically just the elevating yourself with self-love, out of everything and out of all the bullet points that it basically comes to the element of making and leveling up and just basically forming a person into a whole of just doing everything that we're saying, just representing yourself well, respecting yourself, focusing on yourself. I know, but it's not a competition. It's not a competition.
Stop at the car, yo.
So why hate? But I feel like if you focus on yourself by just basically elevating yourself and pouring that energy of not talking about people, not giving a fuck what other people think, also sitting there not hating, respecting yourself,
right?
As representing yourself in the limelight and being surrounded with around amazing people that you see yourself elevating in that level. You want this right here, elevating yourself with self-love, self-care, and self-motivation will come all the way in play. But I want to definitely throw this over to my sisters in regards to how do you guys really truly feel? How can you really? Let me take this back. What can you say to the people? Say, for instance, because we know we got sisters out there that haven't found or tapped into their confidence, that's still struggling with their self, and that's questioning who they are, their purpose, their destiny. Right. We all been there. Because again, we may speak it.
I still look.
We're still trying to figure out.
Exactly.
I mean,
it don't mean that we woke up like this. We woke up like this.
Right. Like, do I want to get off the bed today? How I'm feeling today?
Right. Oh my gosh.
But what can you guys tell the ladies and even the kings? Because we don't need to miss them out either, because it's so important for them as well.
Yes.
Them their roses. See, women think men don't deserve roses. They do too. So we don't give them their roses enough. We don't show them enough appreciation and respect, especially if a king doing a damn thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I was just about.
You know I'm with it, because you already know.
I was hitting it because
I'm baby Kevin Samuels. I be like, girl, love that man.
And not only that, this goes to piggyback off of. I love that word. This goes to piggyback off of our the last podcast that we were on, when we were stating how, if we like a guy, if we like, of course we would take them out. And the men were shocked, like, really? Women take men out? Like, yeah, you can take a man out. What's the problem with that? And I don't want to make this a topic now, guys, because that was 2-3 weeks ago topic. But yes, women do take good men out. Sometimes even be bad men, but we don't know that they're bad just yet. But they can get a little date out of us, because men do deserve to have their roses too, or even just be acknowledged that you look. Let me take this stress off your shoulder, or let me help you out, my king.
Do we take men out?
I'm gonna be the one.
Oh my God, it's starting all over again.
Look, yes.
At this point, hello 911. I'm taking a guy out unless he's my husband. No shade. Or we've been really dating and he's put a lot of effort into our relationship.
Ooh.
Only reason why I say that, because I'm 25 and now I am at the age where I'm dating to eventually marry, and I've done the whole I'm doing so much for my man and this and this and that, and it's like I'm giving him too many wife qualities that he did not earn yet. That's the only reason why I'm saying it.
Girl.
Okay.
And we fall into that trap thinking whether he good or bad. If I do this, and I'm showing him that I'm different. Right? Yeah, and I'm showing him that I'm different, because all the other girls, they don't take him out. So I'm going to take him out. And then he'd be like, thank you for
girl.
That was so different. And I'm still going to treat you like you're regular. And now you feel crazy. And
Yeah,
then
just
she's
keep
like,
that
and it's not
up.
that I mind taking a guy out, but I just don't want that to be something like, okay, that I'm doing and it's like it's in vain in a sense. So like after my last relationship, I definitely was like, oh, doing all of this stuff, thinking, oh, he's gonna want to take things to another level, and he still just was playing games. So now I'm at
But
a
men,
point where I'm
men
like,
take
I'm
that
pulling
risk all
back
the
in.
time too. They are the ones
Yeah,
putting out all this
Yeah,
money.
but you
and
don't keep.
that sucks because I feel like men sometimes what they do is they get the good women, they run through them, and then the one that actually they match, they want to put the playing card down for them, and then they feel played, and now they want to go back to playing games again. Some men, or you got some good men, they do just end up
Yeah,
with a
you
woman
do.
who uses them and doesn't appreciate them, and it's very unfortunate that the people who probably would really be a great match for each other are not matching. So
Yeah. That that's because of people see the men as not what they what they should need at that time. For the man that they want, not the man that they need. And then that's who they end up friend zoning.
Right.
Check it out.
No, but did you see the comments? Oh my God,
Oh
this
yeah,
guy is so
No.
funny. You
you
not that
started
one guy. You not UK not that one guy. He said, "Let me go shave my head and throw on this cologne." Okay, that's right, Kay.
that's every grown man body podcast.
Right.
He also has his own podcast.
Yes,
Yeah, uncommon. It's funny. But yeah, so I'm telling you,
yes, I love it.
but you started a whole nother conversation.
Right.
my bad.
But listen,
Yeah, cause
25
Quando,
gotta secure the bag in your assignment. The relationship
Period.
will come, right?
Quando.
You know that one guy. Oh, okay. He said you know that one guy. Okay, that's his name.
yeah, that one guy that you want friend zone. Exactly.
No, that's his name.
Oh, that is his
Oh,
name.
no, my bad.
That is his name.
That's
You
his
that one
name,
guy.
guys.
Why is that? Why?
I'm out. I don't look at Eric's tag. I know Eric because, as you know, from Romance Life, so I call him by his name. I don't look at that. You know that one guy shit tag bullshit.
You
I don't
not
look at that.
you know that one guy. Oh, okay. No, but I definitely agree though. Like I said, women do take guys out. Like if they see a guy that they like, it's okay to take them out. I mean, like why they always have to be the first to do something, you know? So
Yeah.
that's my opinion.
Listen.
Yeah, cause you
We-
know I was getting stirred up when she said that. I'm like, oh.
What, Key?
Because that's our problem, really. Like,
What?
look, I am baby Kev. Like that's our problem. We don't love on our men.
Mhm.
It's like why? Oh, if he shows me what I feel like I deserve, like what you mean?
Yeah.
Like no, that's what I mean when black
built-in
women do
thing.
that. Black women do that. Like we feel like they have to prove something to us. Nah, because I have Hispanic friends, I have white friends. Yeah, they're showing their men appreciation off the rip.
Right.
They don't like, you know what I mean? And the men are showing it back and they're lasting. Like men are
Right.
tired. Like,
Ooh.
damn, I gotta take her to Ruth Chris again. Like, damn. Like she,
Not
you
even
know what I
that,
mean?
like, well,
It's
she just want me for what I could do for her, or she only
Yes.
calls me when she want to eat, or when like. And another thing too, this is what it goes back to. What
she
put
just called
out
me
in
what
the
you want to eat.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is what
Funny.
goes back to
But
putting
why-
out
wait,
in the energy.
Why do I always hear people
Where's
talk
Rome?
about
Huh?
Ruth? Like, what the fuck?
What is it?
Why do I always hear people coming up with Ruth Chris? Like, who people eat there?
Yes,
Yeah, they do.
they have really good food. I like their
Ruth
graham
Chris,
crackers.
Morton's.
You said more.
Oh, there she go. There she go.
Let me stop you. Don't come in my motherfucking DMs.
Oh my
I'm
god.
done. I'm done. I'm done.
Like I'm trying. I can't see the comments really anyway though. But
It says, oh, someone said most women allow too many outside opinions and it clouds their relationships. Oh my God.
yup.
Color Curve
Especially when they're
Podcast.
single women. Single women will keep you single.
You
sis.
should have been on that podcast
That's
2-3
so
weeks ago.
true.
Oh my God, she would have been great. She would have loved that podcast because that precise one, that episode goes touch a lot of bases on what we're talking about now, far as in the women letting people into their minds, manipulating them out of their relationship, you know, because they're not even in one or they're not happy in the one that they're in.
Or
you know,
or you have such a good relationship and she don't. She like, nah, let me go kill this shit real quick.
Right.
Be like, why you stay with your man? Why you do this? Why you do so much for him? Why do you do this? Because I would never do that. Like, girl, mind your business.
Single women will keep you single.
Do you have a man though? And are you happy with your man? Like, and don't get me wrong, as far as the whole dating thing and taking him out on dates with like nice gestures, I feel like both parties can show each other nice gestures in certain ways. And
I was like, I can't even say that too because I'm just looking at it.
It's a certain way you have to do things. So, yeah, sorry about that, yo. But
Ain't good, Rosie.
But I just think that as women, especially like younger women like myself, I don't want to like overinvest, and I wouldn't be upset if he's not trying to like, oh, take me to Ruth Chris or do this on the first date. Like I mean, especially if he's not like, I think that goes back to outside opinions. Everybody get on social media. Oh, he took me here. He bought me this. He did this. And your dude, you know, he might take you to Red Lobster, and that was a nice, cute gesture.
Right.
Be happy with that.
Exactly.
Be happy
Rosa,
with that.
for you, what's over investing for you to do for a man?
Right now, I think like whatever I could do for a man or for myself, like if I'm going above and beyond to do that for him, and like we aren't like really locked in, like we've been dating and we're official, like it's like no brainer, like we're clearly a couple, not like, oh, we're just dating and it's confusing. Right. So I'm talking about we official, exclusive dating. Then okay, like going above and beyond would be like doing something for him that I wouldn't even do for myself or wouldn't even be able to really afford. So I'm really like trying to stack my money or trying to like figure out how to do it. So that would be like going over the top for me if it wasn't somebody that, you know, I wasn't serious with. If it's somebody I'm serious with, then I might do it. But I just think that like as far as other races too,
I like Cheesecake Factory.
I feel like other races.
I love Cheesecake Factory too.
Right.
Yeah. Like
jambalaya.
Y'all stupid.
Like they go about showing their appreciation for a man in a different way too, because a lot of times that go back to like our attitude of how we speak to each other, or like just our vibe of like being so masculine and having to go hard, holding things down. I'm independent. I'll take you out too. What's up? Like, even though men say they like that, low key, it's a little masculine after a while, and that's when it turns into like now.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're talking like you from the Rough Riders, then.
Yeah, like, so that's what I'm saying. But it's women that's like that. I have girls that everything that's really like that, and I be like trying to tell them without it seeming like, oh, I'm thinking I'm better, or oh, who you think you is, and all that. Like, you gotta tone it down a little bit, because that's how you sabotage in your relationships. You are trying to compete with this man, like, oh, well, who could take who on a better date? Who get more money?
Spitting their orders out.
So.
Why they telling us they orders? I can't.
Listen, they talking about the biscuits at Red Lobsters.
Them biscuits at Red Lobsters I had the other day. I haven't been there for a long time. Woo.
That big Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, I cannot.
Yo.
Where I can make the biscuits from scratch. It's real easy.
We coming to your house for dinner.
It's real easy. Oh, y'all more than welcome. Look, we have a podcast all together, all of us in one spot.
Listen,
I would love that.
Single women
I would love that.
Single women be hating on you, so in your happy ass relationship, absolutely. And then
because they want what you got.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the
loves company.
This is what people have to do too. Is when you in a relationship or you know you working towards getting a relationship, you have to now change your friends up. Like, I really believe married people should have married friends.
Yes.
People in relationships, we have relationship friends because they understand your dynamic of what.
At least a couple. Not all your
No, I'm
friends
not.
have to be married.
I was just
Right.
about to go there. Like, even if you do have single friends, but see, you will have just a few single friends will understand your dynamic of your circumstances have changed. The other ones be like, girl, what you mean? He ain't gonna tell you what to do. You gonna let him tell you what to do.
Because how would you feel if your man was always hanging out with his single friends?
Even also it just be like, oh, like if they see you're happy, it's like, oh, you're always with your man now, you're always with your girl now, like
Yes.
you're with you need to
Then
get out.
who else would I be with that I'm like, he's like, you know, these trick questions that people ask you are really hilarious. I mean, they
That's
really
why it's
are.
important to have real friends too that like really genuinely single or not, because
Right.
our friendship dynamic, even now, we got some friends they is like in love or they married and stuff, and you gotta respect their relationship. You gotta respect what they do. Like, you can't be mad at them because they're taking the time to build that relationship.
I'm not sure if they want to be married.
Mad at them. You gotta go find yourself somebody or focus on yourself until you need somebody, because you're gonna want the same.
Wait, you know that one guy said, I do bald-headed hoe shit with my single homies.
Ooh, okay.
Yo,
What's him?
Exactly.
You not that one guy. You know what? He is hilarious. Okay, he is hilarious.
Eric is funny as hell.
He really is.
He said, wait, somebody said, so are you saying a single friend can damage your relationship?
That's not what
if they hating,
I mean,
that's not
Single friend. No,
I mean,
I say some single friends would not understand the dynamic
yeah.
of the situation have changed due to the fact you're not either married or in a relationship, and you're not about to come. I'm not about to have this. Okay,
Because they're going out looking for somebody. Next thing you know, I'm a wingman. Like,
but this. Let me give you a hypothetical. Say for instance, you're in a relationship, right? You end up basically, if you can't stay out how long is your friend, or you know you got shit to do, you come home, man, because you guys got that respect back together. You gotta go. This is not about to talk me into bringing no type of drama into my home because she want me to stay another hour with her, and I say I gotta go.
right.
Like, it's not happening. They would not understand the circumstance or the situation that your dynamic has changed. You're no longer single, and you're gonna respect your mate and your mate, period.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't understand. But some of them don't be understanding that. So that's why some of them you probably have to cut off. And listen, some people come in your life for a reason, season, and lifetimes. And when they season is up, your girl Quiet don't have no problem saying deuces.
Right.
I really don't. Everybody is not meant to be kept.
Right.
Because
your single friends have to realize, like, no, I can't run to the club every weekend. Like, I can't do that no more. Like,
but your true single friends will respect that. They already know that because they're your friend. They already know that you're in a relationship, so they're not gonna have you like
dragging you out. Yeah.
A true single friend. A true single friend. Because you're gonna have friends that's single and they're really, if they promoting you to do things outside of your marriage or your relationship, those are not your true friends.
No. And you gotta really have the mentality like, I am not about to be out here reckless. Like, you tripping.
And you my friend and you telling me to do this, like, what's up with you?
You don't respect
get out of here
as a friend, and you don't respect my
relationship, my man, right.
Yeah. Right, you don't.
Yes, because
now if you on the
I
other
wouldn't
hand,
even invite them to go nowhere.
Right, but if you're my friend now, hold up now, cause see, you know, if you're my friend and you want to do your thing, now listen, I'm not gonna babysit you, and I'm not your parent, but I will make you aware of what you're doing is not the best decision that you should be making right now. But hey, you want to do it, but you know you got this person here, This could create some drama. See, I'm that friend. I like to bring reality checks, okay? Because sometimes we're having a good time, and those good times can be one of your worst times ever.
Right.
That
in 2 seconds.
Right. So I wanted
What
that. I'm
about-
that friend here. Like, hey, don't do that.
Because
But if
then
you
what
want to
about-
do it, then you do it.
Right, because then what about that friend who don't care and that's like, oh, I got a man and hot girl summer anyway, and then now he looking at you like every time you're with her, you're outside, it's her. Like, it is not me. It is not my fault. Stay home, because you're being crazy. Well, now I ain't you because you're single. You're just living your life, and they like the main one moving like they single. You not even moving like them. So
Right, and then also,
situation.
I tell my friends too, like, listen, honey, don't use me for no scapegoat. I'm telling you, don't do it.
Man call you like, you really what?
Not even that. That could build up
she on the
some
couch.
tension. That builds up tension between you, your friend, and your significant other. Because you keep saying you're with me at 2:00 in the morning, 3:00. You think your partner gonna like me? They're gonna think that I don't have good intentions on
Like
you.
you
So
a
that's
bad
why he's telling, like,
influence.
don't do that. Only use me 2 times, and that's it.
Wait, because
You only got 2 lifelines. After that, game over.
Don't use me again. Don't use me again.
Use me
and make sure they're a month apart, okay?
right, use it wise. Use your timelines. Use your lifelines wisely. Like with the lifelines, use it wisely.
Everything. So you hit your friend with this. If it was me, I wouldn't do it. Exactly. I was like, that was me. I wouldn't do that shit. Fuck that. Like straight up. But they don't still get it though. They gonna still do what they want to do.
And you know what? That's still gonna be my friend.
Yeah.
That's still gonna be my friend because I cannot live her life for her or him. I cannot do that. But it's my job to be their friend. So I'm gonna tell you what you're thinking about doing could be wrong. But then again, this is your life. You be happy, and let me pay the back seat, okay, or the side seat. Let me do that. You go first because this is your life.
And
who said it? Who did it? Fuck you, it's
why I say you have to change up your friends when you change up, I'm sorry, your status. It just have to happen. It is what it is. If they don't understand it, too bad. Shit.
Right.
And this is what I do. I keep outside noise out of my situation or even my relationships because you just don't want that negative energy, that negative vibration of people's opinions, what they think, and all this shit coming into your circle within your dynamic of your home, because that shit, a person could stare up your negative way and not even be there, and y'all having an unnecessary fucking argument over some your friends that's not even here. And we're not doing that. Oh hell no.
Wait, you not that one guy. You know what? He gotta be a part of this podcast one day or another. Because he gonna say, I need my women to curve dudes like them car warranty people.
Right. Scam likely.
Don't worry now, because you have some women out there that does just that, okay? You do have those women that will curve you, okay? All types of ways. To a figure 8, 6, they
How y'all feel about that meme? That meme, it was like, y'all really, if 100 people jump in her inbox, y'all really think she's saying no 100 times?
Yes, in fact, I may have a chain message, okay?
A relationship or talk, I don't know. It was just like, you think she's saying no all 100 times? Like, it may be a baller in one of them out that 100.
Nah.
You think she's saying no?
Yeah.
Yeah, a woman could end up saying no 100 times. And
They do it every day. You think, okay, so let me ask you a question. If 100 people are in her inbox, just imagine how many people she sees. Okay? That's what men don't even understand. Men don't understand that. If you think
That's right,
I'm
Nikki.
attractive, imagine how many other men think I'm attractive, right? But yet they still don't have that time. So what are you thinking I'm telling them? Hold on, hold on, hold on. No, 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 no. Oh no. Oh,
Guess who's
definitely
going to
no.
jail?
Also, that goes back
Guess
to
who's
his
going to jail
confidence.
tonight?
Nikki said I got responses stored in my notes. Bitch, I gotta
Wait,
get to
what?
I gotta
Right.
get
And just say no. Don't be
But
like, LOL, no, boy. You could. Because they're going to be right back.
right,
Uh-huh.
that goes back to
LOL, smiley. Boy,
Or
you crazy. No,
or
boy,
if
you
you
know
want
I
to be
got
polite,
somebody.
if you want to be polite about it, I just kindly say no, thank you. No, thank you.
exactly.
I like that better because it's like I got some type of manners with it, or just no. But
They're
no,
going to be
thank
right
you.
back like, Dad, you
some
a
people gotta
sweetheart.
stay on red
You a
though. I'm
sweetheart,
sorry.
shorty.
Some people gotta stay not even on red. You just don't even open the message because
Yeah.
Exactly. Because
Because
you
they're going to be
already
right. You responding about, yo, you sweet, shorty. Like,
you ever see you
Oh,
know how
you
you be
need
saying a
friends?
person
You want to be a
this
friend? You
and
want to be my
everything,
friend?
but they name mad tacky on social media. You just be like, nah, I'm not even about to waste my time and do that to myself
yeah.
because
Because if you really pay attention, like if you get like a text message, you can already see a little bit what it's about. If you get like a DM, like first of all, if I don't even expect you to even DM me, I don't know you, and if I look at your profile picture and say, okay, this definitely can't be no business or no collaboration, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. Some trainer hit me. I thought he was talking business. He was like, so how you doing? I was like, do I know
wow,
you? Or like, do you need something?
Right? Don't
No,
you
I just
hate
wanted to see
that?
how. I just wanted to know you or get. I'm like, get off my line, get off my phone.
Yeah,
I thought you was trying to collaborate. You don't get out
Right.
my DM.
yeah.
trying
So
to collaborate.
I
I
having small talk. I don't want a small talk.
yeah, I
I'm an introvert. I don't want a small talk.
read that
Right.
shit, end up saying 100 times because I think we say 100. We say no about 15 to 20 times a day.
Seriously. To be
I
honest, yes. If
Then
not
we be
more.
like, no. Then it be like, dick pic.
oh
Oh,
yo, I get this person on Facebook. Just people just be randomly calling me like, what? I did what the fuck? Like you don't know me?
you called me on Facebook, like.
Yeah, you don't know me to be calling me. You ain't
Wait.
even asked.
Facebook have really the most confident people. I'm telling you. I don't know. I think all social media. A lot of social media have confident people or just gangster confident people because they have the audacity to send certain things and to say certain things as well. But you know what, myself, I take it with a little grain and I just keep it moving. I don't even let that damper my day.
Oh no,
Okay.
hell no.
Because and you know what else too? Some of them think they know you more than you know yourself. Like, oh, you know you went there, or I saw you from down here, or no, what? I think you got the wrong person. And in fact, you know what? Block.
Right.
First of all, if you smart about your content and about your social media, you don't post wherever you at the time that you're posting.
Right. Yes.
Hell no.
And not only that, too, anything I post that's recent or you see, bitch, that was like a week or two ago.
Right.
It's that my content is so smooth that I got shit ready to pop out there and post. So you not gonna catch, you ain't see me because I ain't see you. Like, and then not only that, but the dick pics, and then it's like, oh, or I made a mistake, right? I meant to decline this person, but I hit the fucking blue button. This guy literally got his dick like this in the camera.
What?
I've seen that happen on somebody's live.
Ain't going.
She accepted him and he was
I just want you.
showing dick, child. He was showing dick.
Watch. I don't want to see your shit. And if I
That's
want
disrespectful.
it ain't yours.
Entirely disrespectful. Like, what?
Yeah.
But this is the things that us females do go through, guys. As being beautiful, you know, some men and some people are just disgusting, you know. And they want to display that energy, and how they can do it is through social media. You know,
Right.
that's the quickest way.
Bold.
And it sucks.
Real bold.
It's disgusting.
So listen, we don't
Oh, I love Fatal Attraction.
want your dick pics. We're not interested. If we did, definitely know how to approach. We're not scared.
Right.
Keep posting your
Who
pictures.
can't be?
And you say who?
I said, who can't be?
Yeah, who can be?
One of my favorites.
That's so silly.
But yeah, so listen, this has been an amazing episode, you guys.
It really was.
Yes.
We're on for like 2 hours. Did you guys
We
know
was.
that? I
Listen,
had no idea.
when the conversation get good, we gotta give it to them. Gotta give it to them.
And I miss y'all
It's too
so
much.
much. Oh my God. I want us to meet up and like, you don't understand. I've been trying to link up with Key. I've been trying to link up with
Yes.
Rosa.
Yes.
Wow. You know, we have to do
Let's
like
do it, y'all.
like
Yes.
a real type of
That's-
thing.
Say, but do
Right.
Excuse
Like,
me?
girl, that's late.
Shania said
Excuse
2022.
too.
she said what?
She said she's still waiting for her brunch dates too.
Oh, Shania. We love
Who
Shania.
said that? Shania?
Yeah,
Oh,
Shania.
big sis.
Yes, we definitely gotta do brunch.
Hey, Eric, what you want to know? You know I'm the type, don't say shit if you ain't gonna finish it.
I don't know why they act like they just met you.
But yeah, like this been amazing. But yeah, don't say it and we don't do it because you know everybody accountable.
Well, we always do. You know, you and I always like do the do. Now we just gotta get with Key and Rosa, but we really have to do something. You know, I always say South Beach because I love their drinks and stuff.
Oh, let's
And the
go.
food,
I
Are
think
you-
it's
and the
first
food is
here.
amazing.
Or wait, time out. Are y'all just private? Because we have my followers would like to, and some of my podcast co-hosts. I mean, not co-hosts, but what the fuck word I'm looking for?
What the
My podcast peers would like to follow you guys. So yeah.
No, my page is open.
Yeah, my
Open
page
too.
is open too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
a lot of our pages are public because we are the line of business that we're in. And like I said, I just thank God for TLC because listen, this whole community just woke me up last year, like the beginning of this year actually. So it really woke me up. I'm actually coming to my 1-year anniversary, so
Oh, me too soon. Mine is October 15th.
October 15th,
October 15th.
1 year.
Yep.
Oh my God, Key, we gotta celebrate together. Mine's is like I think October 7th or 8th.
Let's go. And look at us. Wait a minute. You know that one guy, he said, I already followed y'all. Don't check y'all DMs.
Wow.
I could not.
We will not.
I didn't send y'all shit. Just saying, don't check them. Stupid. Right, Nikki, right.
is getting deleted upon
Okay, yes, Nikki. I love Nikki energy, okay?
Wait, so
I love
are y'all
her
deleting
energy.
all of them? Or are y'all keeping nice looking ones?
which one?
No,
What
I'm
happened?
deleting. Listen.
I'm just asking
Girl,
questions.
all them shits. What can them picture dicks do for me?
I'm
Oh
just
my
asking
God.
questions.
Now, if you really want to be petty, I got some friends. They'll definitely screenshot this guy and whoever he is, and definitely drag him in the group chat. That's about it.
I was going to do that one time in band camp.
Depending on how big it is or how small it is.
But if
Right.
y'all know, you know what movie that is.
You're like, no, he wasn't bold enough to.
First of all, if you throwing pictures of it everywhere, it's for the street.
But no, but the thing is, listen to this. I sit there and I was gonna bring that shit up here on my live and show my podcast peers and my fam, and I was gonna blast his ass the fuck.
These dudes was about to be mad.
Yes, because give me another dick pic.
Wait, what if he's swinging? Y'all just
pic.
yo.
I'm making sure all my podcast peers blow y'all to blow your money. You gonna get embarrassed.
Right. That joint is for the streets, swinging or not.
Exactly. I don't want no street dick. I don't want that shit. but before so listen, we definitely gotta meet up. We can't just say it and not do it. So I'm expecting it.
I'm Saturdays and Thursdays and some other days.
Yeah, Saturdays are good for me.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So let's do Saturdays.
But not only that, also my girl Kiana has an announcement that she's put on this amazing event. So let them know, Bill.
Yes, it's gonna be Sunday, September 26th. I literally planned it in a week, and it's gonna be so dope. So I'm putting up on Eventbrite tomorrow. And it's going to be a vibe. I have my boo Qua, my sis Qua being one of the hosts. I have another guy that I have being a host. We're just going to talk about health, living a healthy lifestyle, relationships, dating, everything. It's going to be food, drinks, music, prizes, everything. It's going to be dope.
Wow.
So I'm going to post everything tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to post everything tomorrow. So it's going to be a vibe.
And let me know, sis. Let me know if you need
yes.
me to, do anything.
Yeah, you have to be there. You have to be
I
there.
am.
Listen, you will be able to find this because I'm going to post it on the podcast page. I will constantly promote it, be marketing it up until the day of. And if you are in the New Jersey area and you want to see all the queendom and you want to see all this raw, all this straightforward and living live color, and you want to see your girl, you gotta come to
the see us, all our sisters, the men, everybody's coming out. It's gonna be such a vibe.
It's gonna be men and women, so it's not gonna just only be just women. The men is coming through with the kingdom. The kingdom.
Yes, because we want to hear their perspective too, so they're gonna come with the spiciness too. So it's definitely gonna be vibish.
And although this is a woman's world, I don't care what anybody says, I believe it's a woman's world, right? Not that I am a woman, but I am a woman, but it's a woman's world. However, not because I am a woman, that's why I'm saying it, but men do count. You guys,
they do
help us in so many ways, and us females, I just love to show gratitude to the men out there, especially to the good men, because you guys count. You really, really do. Your fathers, your brothers, your uncles, us women, we need that. I'm just speaking because from a person who didn't grow up with a father, you guys are so important in our lives because us growing up to be a wife or be a sister, we still need that understanding from a man's point of view, and we also still need that connection with the men. It doesn't have to be a physical connection. It just could be like just an understanding connection, like, oh wow, this is why certain men does this, or certain men do that. So you guys are really important in this world. And I mean, if you never ever heard that before, let me just be the first to say that, like, you are needed. We need you, on so many levels. But it's still a woman's world, okay?
Right.
But I say this too because Paris, I understand that there's some niggas ain't shit, but you can't sit there and put all niggas in the same form. So the ones that ain't you ain't shit, but the ones that's doing their thing, holding it down, standing into their kingdom of kings and sitting there actually in proof, walking and doing actions of who they are as men and leaders in their community. their home and leaders in their family, you cannot sit there and say that niggas ain't shit. Now, those ain't shit. They need to get their shit together. But I gotta definitely stand, especially me being a boy mom, I can't accept that
Right.
on my forum, my platform. So I have to. So if anybody see that, I have to definitely correct that, because just the same way as we want men to put us all under the same umbrella, all women, we cannot put all men under the same.
Right. Absolutely.
So, like I said, the men that ain't shit, cool, they ain't shit. But the men that is shit and they lit and they about they shit and their business, then listen, I salute you, King. Your flowers has came from me. Water them shits down and keep doing the damn thing and doing what you need to do. But listen, ladies, it has been amazing. We have to do this again.
Yes.
And I look forward to our powwow, you know. And then also, listen, I will put up the flyer for Kiana's event.
Please send the flyer up so we can all
Yes.
post it.
We're gonna have dope men and women interacting, so it's going to be it's going to be spicy.
So everyone we want to attend will be able to attend, men and women, because both perspective matters, and both perspective I see you, and letting you know that you are seen. And not only that, so the address will also be on the flyer for those who are out of town who may also want to fly up. Definitely you can come through in the building. Listen, just be there and just love one of us. Be an amazing vibe. And listen, tomorrow night I am on It's All Love podcast at, I believe it's live on YouTube. I believe we go live at 9 p.m. or either 8. I'm not too sure. But I am in the building with Noel. I'm in the building with Ty.
Oh boy.
So it's gonna be me.
Wow, that's gonna be hot. Okay. That's gonna be hot. Okay.
Tomorrow night, Saturday. Listen, me and Pretty Crazy, we are coming on It's All Love podcast. It is going to be amazing. Oh, it's 8:30. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. You Poison. You Poison. That's my little sis right there. So listen.
Oh yeah, Poison.
At 8:30, live on YouTube on It's All Love podcast. Me and Pretty Crazy will be talking, discussing straight motherfucking lit shit with Noel, Butter, and Timo, as they call them. So come to the building, because y'all know when Quack hit the scene, y'all already know what.
Period. That's why I needed. That's why I said Qua's hosting my joint, because
Yes.
I needed lit.
Intelligent woman. Oh my God. Well spoken. I love this woman. Okay. I love all y'all. I love all y'all.
I have my queen. You guys see, I have my queen sisters up here. So also next Thursday on Pillow Talk with the T is Men Take Your Places. So I have Shania and her amazing, beautiful husband that's coming through.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, power couple.
I'm looking at it.
I'm
That's
also
a power couple right there. Let's go.
having Mo from MP Design Shops, and I also doing a collaboration with Del P from Man Cave with Del P. We're coming through, hearing their perspectives on men taking their place, men taking their position, and men actually leveling up. It's time to take control and to lead your community and your people.
Wait, hold on, guys. We have Darrell Janamio. I'm in the hospital bed right now. Pray for me, Impresses. Of course, we'll pray for you.
Where's that at?
They said I'm in the hospital bed, and I'm so grateful that you can even tune in from your hospital bed. Right. Thank you so much.
I'm so sorry. What I'm thinking about? Tomorrow is Friday. I'm sorry. Tomorrow is Friday, so Saturday I will be. But so
Does
you
that
feel like a Friday to me? Does not it feel like a Friday to y'all?
Yeah.
It feel like a fucking Friday for me.
I told you, every time we have Thursday night, it feels like a Friday. My God, like every time. It's because we be lit, guys.
Right. I didn't even take my shot before I did this. I said I'm gonna take a shot before I do this, because I don't be on live. So I'm gonna take a shot. I forgot.
A shot of what exactly?
Hold up, wait a minute.
A shot of what exactly? Okay, oh my God,
Oh, let me say.
I want to see you. Huh?
Okay, one second. Let me. I got my dates up. So I got my dates mixed up. So basically, Saturday I will be on It's All Love podcast with Pretty Crazy, represented with the Kings, Noble, Timo, as well as Butter. However, tomorrow night, which is Friday, I am going to be on Grown Ass Folk podcast with my girl Sherry. We are talking that talk. We are going straight raw into it, and we are basically just that conversation. Then right after Sherry, I'm going to be on Just Small Talk podcast talking that.
I done messed up. Sorry.
Booked and busy.
Oh yeah,
Booked and busy.
I stay.
Yes.
So just to make sure for people in the back,
secure it, sis.
So people in the back in the cheap seats, just in case you ain't hear me, let me say it again. Yeah, so Friday, which is tomorrow, I'm going to be on Grown Ass podcast with my girl Sherry. Then right after Sherry, I will be on Just Small Talk podcast with my amazing people as well. Saturday at 8:30, I'm gonna be on It's All Love podcast. The girls stay busy, and that's not even it, because I have week after week, day after day scheduling. So listen, it's gonna be amazing. So thank you so much, Sherry, for reminding me. Appreciate that. Now listen, I cannot not represent my people. So
right.
But yeah, but you guys make sure you go follow Rated Raw podcast, because they have an amazing podcast. Well, that's listen. Sometimes I be up there, I be like, did these motherfuckers just say this? But yeah.
Right.
Oh, I like those. I like when it's real spicy. I like spicy.
Rated Raw.
Yes, the name speaks for itself. Seriously, and you
I
know what?
I gotta tune in.
But you know why I like that Rated Raw podcast precise? Because it touches on topics that's really hard to discuss, and that them being young, discussing it really sets the bar for young people. It really do. Like, I love the fact that Rosa is doing this. She is just a phenomenal soul to be around. I love me some Rosa. Okay, when we chill, it'd be a whole vibe. Like, first of all, let me tell you, I love on all my friends. I love on
as
all
you
my
should.
friends. I sweat them. I sweat them a little too much, but hey, whatever. I don't care. Okay,
it's love.
And that podcast, you guys definitely have to tune in. And I'm not just saying that because that's my girl, but no, seriously, I love it.
I'm definitely gonna tune in. I love I love a spicy podcast.
Yes, it's spicy.
Well, what pretty much say stuff that like we touch on topics that people are afraid to mention because it's a little controversial.
I just said that.
So
yes.
Yeah,
and the fact that they're young, like, you know, that it shows how they're so mature in certain areas to discuss these hard topics that people, and I mean, it's not like, discussing topics. It's like worldwide topics that people are really afraid to talk about. So it's an amazing podcast. I love it. I support it. So yes, guys, tune in.
And I definitely support it due to the fact that, you know, they talk. Listen, I'm about talking about the uncomfortable conversations.
Right.
We're not about the popular shit. No celebrity give a fuck about who knows who the fuck I am. So let's talk about what's going on in our community. Let's talk about how we could heal our people. Let's talk about the resources that we could be able to share with our people to start healing and being a version of ourselves. So that's why I also love them, because speak on it and they talk about it. And I'm always relating to podcasts that's basically in the same genre as me, because I don't like the fake shit.
Right.
You know, real authentic, straight to the point. Let's get it. Let's go.
Straight to it.
But yeah, so make sure you guys go follow everyone on this podcast as well as Rated Raw podcast, and don't forget, check your girl out tomorrow on Grown Ass Folk podcast, the Small Talk podcast, and It's All Love podcast. We appreciate you guys for staying through, coming through, the ones that came in and out. Also, we appreciate the ones that were reviewing this later. I appreciate you. And as I always close out, and as I always say, if no one haven't told you that they love you today, know that we love you. And then also, not who you are that you was yesterday of who you are today. Make sure you go ahead to succeed, elevate, and be the best version of yourself. Be great. Peace. Have an amazing night and amazing.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys. I love you all.
Night.